Here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. Let's jump right in. Just in, Jim Cramer says buy NVIDIA stock. Okay, so we're going to break down the chart. Let's see what the chart says and go from there. And the main purpose of this video is to kind of show you guys, give a little peek into our Patreon members group and how we teach our traders how to read the chart so that if you see an influencer out there that you're following, it doesn't matter if it's Jim Cramer, that's just happens to be who, said this morning. I could be someone on X, a YouTube person, whatever. And if they say, hey, buy XYZ or buy, ABC company or crypto, altcoin, Bitcoin, or whatever, you can go to the chart and double check and see for yourself. Okay. As simple as that. But let's jump right in. As you can see, NVIDIA's had a pretty good little pullback here from the highs around 236 down into the 200. And speaking of that, I'll go ahead and give you a little secret. I'm not going to, I'm just going to hit the high spots. I'll give you a little secret here, a tip that we teach our traders. And the bigger the gap between the 200 and the high price, okay, as you can see, I didn't go over here or over here. I went, from where it started out to the top and then looked at how big the gap is. Okay. The bigger the gap, the higher the odds, higher probability that when it comes down, you're going to get a bounce. Okay. And if you had gotten into this, if you had known that trade, there's people that make a living full time just doing that setup. But anyway, that was about a 4%. Yeah. About a 4% move, little, a little, almost five really off the 200 there. Just, kind of give you an example. But anyway, let's jump right in. And how markets reverse, and I say markets, it can be, again, crypto, Bitcoin, your altcoins, gold, silver, any AI stock, tech stock, as you can see here, they all do the same, okay? It's either at the top, it's a reverse V shape, crash, or it's an M formation. Now, there's other variations of these, but these are the two main ones. As you can see here, we put in that M formation, okay? And, here we are. Now, what the bulls want is either a V-shaped recovery. Everyone's heard of that, similar to this, okay? And then a W formation, okay? Low, higher, low, which here, low, higher, low. So we'll see if we can go, okay? Low, higher, low, go, all right? But anyway, there's some other nuances, but that's the main deal. The 200's real nice right here, having it as support. But what we have to look at now is this, the expected moves. Okay, so we have this downside here, and then the bounce. Okay, about 11%. So how you do that is that after the bounce, you take your measuring tool and put it over here, and that gives you, and as you start coming down, an estimated, nothing's 100%, but it gives you an estimated location of where price is going to drop to, okay? It's called a measured move here, okay? And as you can see, it's right here. We exceeded it. See that there was the measured move, but it even came down and exceeded. Now, sometimes you exceed it, which, you're happy for, okay, a little extra money. And sometimes, it doesn't, like if it was here, it doesn't make it, but, we got a solution for that too. And then currently, okay, this next measured move goes from there to here. And then what do we do? Bounce. So you take it, put it over here, and it kind of lines up almost perfectly with this support here, this gap support. Let's see the gap here? It gapped up over our 200. The 200 then, instead of resistance, it became support again. See the support off the 200? Got under it, got over it, held, and then, the rest is history. But anyway, that's the measured move here. If we fail and come under the 200, that's when I would be looking, at that 180 or so. Okay. But right now, what price needs to do, not financial advice, just my humble opinion, is get over, oh, come on, this previous support here, which is, as we come up, as you can see, is resistance, resistance. We already tried it again, came down, hit our heads, couldn't get through, couldn't get through. So that's really what you need to be watching right there. And then, and I put this on just to kind of show you how, in real time, like, right this second as we're videoing, how much effect these previous support zones. So even though it's red, it's support. It didn't go through there and close under it. It bounced. Support here, resistance over here. How important that is on the chart. Okay. Uh, Now I'm going to put this, since we got a little bit, since it's a green candle and we got a little bit of a bounce so far, knock on wood, today. Okay. Let me put that in so you can see it. A low through here, came up, came down. Right, something like that. That W, we will see if we can get up and out of here. But tomorrow, the next day, obviously, we close under there. Then, the bias is more on the bear side as far as come back retesting the 200 or maybe even going lower. If we break the 200, oh my goodness, no telling where this, well, 180, we already kind of know that. But in the meantime, see, the 20 is in its power. I'm telling you more than I probably should be here. But anyway, is in its power move to the downside. Let me make that blue for the 20. And see, we got under it, over it. And then once we got back under it again, it became a 20 halt. Okay, a 20 halt. It halted price. Okay, what we want to do is, figuratively speaking, come down, get over it, even come back, and then as it's curling up, come back, retest it, and bounce. Okay, to give us more, like right here. See, we were under it. Over here, see the blue under it. Let me do this so you can see it better. See, we're under the 20, over the 20, come back in. Yeah, we closed under it right here. But the next day, the 20, it got back, price got back over the 20 and stuck the 20, held the 20 like an Olympic gymnast. And then, you're off to the races. Okay. So that's that little power move that you want to see. So right now we're neutral. We're not, bullish or bearish. The bulls and bears kind of fighting it out. Those are basically in this little, oh, come on, in this little, consolidation zone here. And then we're just going to sit on our hands. Okay. 90% of this is mental, to be honest with you. And then just knowing a few setups, you know, uh, uh, the W formation, M formation, uh, off, a particular move anyway. Not to drone on about all that, but anyway, um, get, 2 or 3 of those under your belt, because, if you have to think about it, if you got to squint your eyes, look at it, and you don't really see the move or the breakout or the breakdown, then you shouldn't get in it. Okay, you got to know it. Okay, thinking equals losing. Okay, it's counterintuitive. Knowing equals winning, at a high percentage. Okay, because you can still, once you click the mouse, news can come out, whatever, and it can still, even if you're, breaking out, like this here, something can happen, and you lost your momentum there to the upside. So, uh, that's kind of what I want to point out. It's not your fault. It's just, if you get a good location, a good event candle, put your stop loss in, anything can happen. But all right, guys, man, I could talk about this stuff all day long. Long, love it. Okay. But thanks for watching. Check out our Patreon members group, and we will see you on the charts.